Good morning, friends. It's Carol. How are ya? I'm sitting outside waiting for my grandkids to get here. Do you notice something a little off today? I can straighten them up, but they eventually go back to right there. Uh, if my if the ear things are properly behind my ears, this is how it is. And when your glasses are off that much, um, your vision is not very good. What happened is last night, Casey has to go get allergy shots once a week, and it's clear across town. And so often the dogs and I all go with her just to have a ride and just to see what's going on out there. So we did that, and then I went to a Dollar Tree and got some more craft things that my grandkids wanted to do, and we went and got a frozen yogurt cone at Brahms. Oh, they are so delicious. We get a twist, which is vanilla and chocolate, and a huge cone is $1. I mean, it's a great bargain. Then, I don't know, we were coming home, and just doing that just exhausted me. So it was after my grandkids left for the day. And so I came right in from the car, laid down on my couch. I was going to answer some comments, watch some YouTube, and I fell asleep. And when I fell asleep, I must have taken my glasses off. Because when I woke up, I couldn't find my glasses. They were underneath me, right underneath my rear. And I had smashed them like this. I mean, that is where if I have my earpieces correct, this is where they are. I can hold them right there, but it's still not perfect. I don't know why, but anyway. I bought these glasses from Walmart, I think 3 years ago. So I'm going to go to Walmart today and see if they'll help me straighten them up. I tell you. And, you know, I told you I was going to order glasses from Zenny and ask you to look at some frames with me. Well, I finally picked out the frames I wanted and got all the information filled in. You have to know what the distance is between the exact center of this pupil and the exact center of this pupil when you're looking straight ahead. Well, I couldn't measure that by myself. I had to get Casey to help me do that. And anyway, I finally decided which frame I wanted to get, and I was so excited, and I filled out all the information off my prescription and things, and I picked a $12.95 frame, I think. By the time I had my lens prescription put in and the bifocal progressive lens and I forgot what it's called, where it turns dark outside. I forgot what they call that. Anyway, that's what I wanted. And my $12.95 pair of glasses went up to $95, which is okay. These were like somewhere between $400 and $500. Honestly, it's crazy. And these frames were like $59.99. It's just, the lens were so expensive. So, and I had called around. That Walmart was the cheapest place to get my lens. So, anyway, these frames are like 3 years old. I'm going to go get them straightened up. And then, back to Zenny. I was happy to pay $95 for a pair of glasses. That's cheap for me. But when I started looking at the frames, and when I put pictures for you to look at, they had a 30% sale off of lens. Well, when I finally picked the one out I wanted, the sale had ended the day before. I'm always a day late and $1 short. So I decided I will leave all the information in, they can save the information, and I'll just keep watching because surely the lens will go on sale again. I think it's monthly, so I'm going to see this is July 1st. I'm going to see if July 1st their sale changed, because in June it was for polarized and sunglass lens. It was 30% off. So I'm hoping this month the lens are going to be 30% off too. Even if they're not, I think I'll go ahead and order them, because just in case these can't be straightened up. But anyway, I think it's the cheapest shipping is 3 weeks. So by the end of July, I promise I will have another pair of glasses. I just hope this one will stay together until then. I may have to pay for quickest shipping. Oh gosh. Oh, I learned some things from new subs. In the last video about self-checkout, I mentioned how when you go to get gas, you do it yourself. There aren't any full service stations. There are none where I live. I found out that there are some left in different locations. But in New Jersey and in Oregon, there is a law that you cannot pump your own gas. I was going to research that this morning to see why. My alarm is going off. I'm sorry. You have to hear that. It's my alarm that says, get out on the patio and watch for the kids. Oregon and New Jersey, and in some place, if a city is over 40,000 people, you can't pump your own gas. What the population has to do with it, I don't know. And that may be in Oregon, but I was going to research it today before I started this, but I woke up like this and I can't really read. I mean, this really distorts my vision. So I didn't have a chance to go online and figure that all out. But I thought that was interesting. To my knowledge, people setting themselves on fire, filling their car up with gas is very rare. I don't know what the reasoning is, but when I can research it, I'll let you know. And I learned something else when we were talking about self-checkout. One sub pointed out that for some people, self-checkout would just be physically difficult. It just, numerous things. If you have a broken arm or problems with your back and you can't lift things, or you physically, for a physical reason, you can't, getting them out of the cart and then scanning them all and sacking them would be really hard for some people. And then I thought people in wheelchairs, people that ride those carts, I imagine it would be very difficult for them. If my daughter Casey had to do a big order of groceries, if she were in the store shopping herself and needed a whole big basket full of things, because she has chronic fatigue syndrome and fibromyalgia, by the time she walked all over the store, putting things in the basket, by the time she got to checkout, she would just be exhausted because, and her muscles would hurt from her fibromyalgia from just trying to push a heavy cart. So, yeah, every store needs to have at least one checker, because there are some people that just need that. So, maybe that's why at my Walmart they have the one person standing there. Don't bark. No. Hang on. Hi guys, it's Carol. How are you? I'm making a new to me recipe for hot dog chili. Usually I buy a can of hot dog chili to put over our dogs, but I don't like eating mystery meat that I don't know exactly what it is, so I looked up this hot dog chili recipe, and we're going to give it a try. The first thing it said to do is to put your hamburger meat in a bowl and put a half to a 2/3 cup of water on it. I have never done that in my life. I don't know why you would need to put water. And I don't know why the camera's going dark and light. But anyway, I did it, and it said set that aside and saute your onions. I've got my spices all in this bowl. It said dice up an entire onion. I had a pretty big onion, so I'm just going to put in a cup of onion. And the first thing we do is saute the onions just a second. Okay, I've sauteed the onion as much as I want to. The next step is to put in the beef with the water. I just can't imagine, but we're going to try it. Oh, it looks like watered down blood. Ugh. Okay. So that's 1 pound of hamburger meat. And we're going to cook it until no pink shows. Okay. I'm going to let that cook, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys. It said put the beef and the water in here and cook it. Mine's not done yet, but look at all of that liquid where the fat has cooked out of the hamburger. It doesn't say drain that, but I'm going to. I don't want that. Don't want that in my chili. So I'll be draining this in just a minute.
Bye.
Okay, guys, I drained all of that water grease mixture off of this. I didn't want that in there. And I think I've got it about done. So now we're going to add, I've got Chef Rhett over here helping me.
Hi, guys.
I'm going to sprinkle in all the seasonings. And then,
We get our 1 teaspoon.
yeah, let me get this kind of stirred up first, and then we'll do mustard next.
Our 1 teaspoon of mustard.
That's right. Okay. That's good. You've got it shook up good.
Yeah, open it.
Do you need help? Sorry, we're not ready. Okay. Hold the teaspoon and I'll squirt it in.
We are not professionals.
Okay. Let's dump this in here.
Time for the ketchup.
Let's do Worcestershire sauce next.
Worcestershire sauce.
We need a teaspoon of that. Time to shake it up briefly, just to give it a good shake. Okay, can you get the lid off?
Yes. This one I can.
Okay.
Move this to this bowl.
Okay.
Real quickly.
Good job. Okay, let me stir that mustard in. Next, we are going to, ooh, that smells like mustard. Next, we are going to put in 2 cups of ketchup.
1 cup.
Yeah, let me kind of scrape it out.
Yeah, we'll scrape it out.
Okay.
Now the
Do
rest.
another cup.
I can do this so quickly.
You can do it so quickly? Okay.
Ignore the sounds.
Ignore the sound, okay. Okay, and looking at the recipe, we've got the hamburger, we've got the water.
Yeah, we have the recipes taped up.
We've got the onion and garlic. Oh, I didn't have fresh garlic. You were supposed to saute that with the onion. I just had garlic powder, so I just put some in with my bowl of spices.
Yeah.
Okay. After that is 2 cups of ketchup and 2 teaspoons of chili powder, and we'll be done. Close enough for government work.
We're ready to get done. My thumbs hurt.
Okay. Now we need chili powder.
Chili.
And we need 2 teaspoons.
A teaspoon.
That's the big one that we used for... Oh, here it is. Sorry.
A teaspoon.
Oh.
Grandma, I'm going to break
There's a tip. Don't ever pour your seasonings over the pan. Because when you spill them, you're going to get too much.
That's why we have a little yellow bowl that we're going to get over.
Okay, here. Put the lid on that for me. And we've got all the ingredients in there. Now, this is 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
I'm going to put this in the crock pot so it'll keep it warm until lunchtime. I really should have done this yesterday because things like this always taste better after they've been in the fridge for 24 hours and all the flavors have really had a good chance to marry. But I'm a day late.
Okay. About 5 days.
And that is it. We're supposed to simmer for 20 minutes. Well, I'm going to put it in the crock pot and it can simmer in there. So that's it. I'll let you know what it tastes like.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Well, I'm going to put the recipe in the description, maybe also in a comment, but I know I will in the description. I went to Walmart, got my glasses fixed.
Yeah.
When we're not cooking hot dogs now because now it's 9:15. So at lunchtime, I'll take a picture of our plate and then we'll let you know if it tastes good or not. Okay, talk to you later.
Bye.
I have been trying to make hot dog chili that tastes like the kind that Tasty Freeze put on their chili dogs back in 1970. I loved their chili. It was so good, but it didn't taste like regular chili. So I've been trying to find a recipe that tastes like that. This was not it. It was good, but my granddaughter said it tastes like Sloppy Joe, and it did. My daughter said it is way too sweet. We think from the ketchup. It had a tangy taste, but not like a chili taste. I don't know. It just didn't measure up to Tasty Freeze chili dog. But it got 4.5 stars, so I'll put the recipe in case you want to try it. I would substitute tomato sauce.